The air in Zanzibar is thick with the scent of spices and the whispers of ancient stories. But not all tales shared on the warm breezes are charming. Some speak of a lurking terror, a creature of nightmare born from the island's heart. It is the Popobawa, a name that sends shivers down the spines of even the most hardened souls. The name itself, a chilling blend of Swahili words meaning batwing, only hints at the horror it embodies. The Popobawa is a shapeshifter, a malevolent entity that preys on fear itself. Its legend is woven into the fabric of Zanzibari culture, a cautionary tale whispered from generation to generation. Some dismiss it as mere superstition, a story to frighten children, but those who have felt its presence, who have seen its eyes gleaming in the night, know a different truth. The Popobawa is a creature of pure malice, its form as fluid as a nightmare. It is a shapeshifter of the highest order, able to assume any guise it chooses to further its sinister goals. Some unfortunate souls encounter it in its most common form, a grotesque parody of a giant bat with glowing red eyes and razor-sharp claws. Its leathery wings, said to span the width of a house, buffet the air with a sound like thunder as it swoops down from the night sky. But the Popobawa is not limited to a single terrifying form. It is a master of disguise, able to morph into whatever shape will strike the most fear into the hearts of its victims. Some report seeing it as a shadowy humanoid figure, its eyes glowing menacingly from beneath a tattered cloak. The ability to shapeshift is more than just a physical adaptation for the Popobawa. It is a psychological weapon. By preying on the deepest fears of its victims, it amplifies their terror, feeding on their vulnerability. The legend of the Popobawa is not merely a collection of scary stories told to frighten children. It is a living nightmare that has repeatedly gripped the island of Zanzibar in its claws. Outbreaks of Popobawa sightings are not uncommon, and when they occur, they plunge the entire community into a state of panic and paranoia. These are not isolated incidents. They are mass hysteria events, fueled by fear and superstition, that have left a lasting scar on the Zanzibari psyche. One of the most well-documented outbreaks occurred in 1972, when reports of the Popobawa terrorizing the island of Pemba reached epidemic proportions. People claim to have seen the creature everywhere, its glowing eyes peering into windows at night, its claws scraping against walls. The fear was so intense that entire villages barricaded themselves indoors, refusing to venture out after dark. The authorities, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the panic, were powerless to stop it. The Popobawa Panic of 1995 spread like wildfire through Zanzibar, fueled by a wave of seemingly credible sightings. People from all walks of life, from villagers to government officials, claimed to have encountered the creature. The stories, though varied in their details, shared a common thread of terror and dread. The origins of the Popobawa legend are shrouded in mystery, as elusive as the creature itself. Some believe the tale is rooted in ancient folklore, a cautionary story passed down through generations to warn against venturing out alone at night. Others see it as a more recent invention, a product of social and political anxieties that have found expression in the form of a terrifying monster. The island of Pemba, a smaller island off the coast of Zanzibar, is often cited as the birthplace of the Popobawa legend. It was here, in the wake of the 1964 Zanzibar Revolution, that the first documented sightings of the creature occurred. Some speculate that the Popobawa was a manifestation of the fear and uncertainty that gripped the island during those tumultuous times. The revolution had brought about radical social and political changes, leaving many feeling vulnerable and afraid. Whispers of a monstrous creature stalking the night spread like wildfire, feeding on the existing anxieties and fueling a growing sense of paranoia. The Popobawa, it seemed, had become a symbol of the unknown, a tangible embodiment of the fear and uncertainty that permeated everyday life.